for a little while.
Alright, cool. We're unmuted.
I have popcorn.
Speaking of Jamie being popping out, it's literally, she's about to pop out in about a little bit. Oh, I forgot to put up my green screen. Mario! Alright, let's see. So, last time we tried to do a battle, and that ended up poorly.
We need a training montage.
Well, let's first and foremost, I want to do at least one progress dungeon. I know that that dungeon is, I believe, the only dungeon with more than one boss monster. So, at the very least, I'll try the other dungeon, or dungeons, and see which one is the better one.
I mean, worst comes to worst, as long as we have a warp wing and a bookmark.
I mean, I don't think we need a bookmark because I think these two dungeons... Oh. Okay, no. One of them is a maybe, which is very debatable whether we want to do that or not. I do need to double check, Jamie. You did remind me. Woof. That's a lot of stuff I have. I will need to sell some stuff first. I don't have a warp wing, so I need to grab a warp wing. I do have a life corn, so I need to give that to... I still need to debate which one, what monsters I want to make for my team. Reserved one for the gold slime, but that's still gonna be a bit of an issue because we need to make gold golem or balheeb in this game. I do need to put some gold into the bank because we need at least 10,000 G's in order to do the final tournament, which sucks. Got a lot of love waters, so I can sell that. Got some repellents. I put the I'll have one repellent. I'll put the life corn in the bank because I want to save it for later. At least the misstaff I could use for like blocking stuff, I believe. Should we try the optional boss, or should we just go for the boss that guarantees no recruitment for now?
I mean, we can. The bookmark's not for recruitment, but whether or not we're leveled up high enough to take it down.
That's also true. Let me just double check my inventory. So I got a Warp Wing, I got a Warp Staff, I got the Beast Tail, I got a Repellent, I got a Map Herb in case of emergencies, and I got a Mist Staff that blocks spells. So I think I'm pretty set. I'll grab a bookmark just in case. So yeah, oh yeah, I haven't done my recap yet. Yeah, last session, we did a little bit of grinding and didn't make progress because we tried the Temperance. And the Temperance, unfortunately, is extremely difficult because we're gonna try to get the Servant. But unfortunately, it is extremely tough with 3 enemies. So I think before we do that, we're gonna have to make our solid team. And in order to figure that out, I need to figure out how to make Ice Golem. Or Ice Man. Iceman needs... the issue is with Iceman is that unlike Lava Man, Iceman needs like has a very small roster of enemies. So the goal, I believe, if I recall correctly with this area, or it may be in post-game only, I'm not 100% certain. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be in post-game only, because I do know some of the monsters that it has a possibility of breeding with Iceman is found in these post-game stuff, so likely we're gonna have to figure that out. So the right is Judgment, left is Labyrinth. Will and Jamie, you guys pick which one. Right is Judgment, left is Labyrinth.
Let's get lost.
We're going... Will, you want to get lost in the Labyrinth?
Why not?
Okay, let me just save before that happens. So I'm bringing Lion with us. I should focus on getting Iceman as best I can. So Labyrinth is the one with the optional boss. So we can see it. This optional boss is... I did not know this was an optional. You could get this boss. But I know this boss is a bit finicky. And you'll see when we get there. And unfortunately, compared to Temperance, this is a area that has at least 20 floors. 22 floors to be exact. So we're getting to the point where we're getting into the higher... I'll just fight these ones for now. The higher, which is like... What's the wording? What's the wording I'm trying to fight? The higher dungeons, like, floors and whatnot.
More floors.
Yeah. Because I will say, at least, if we ever decide to do post-game, highest we'll ever go is like 30. So luckily enough, we won't get any higher than past 30. Bad news is that we have at least like a few dungeons for that. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I don't like this floor layout because these are using the glass floors, which do the most amount of damage. Oh, I got RNG'd hard. In order to escape this specific area, I have to pass like 5 panels of those glass floors. And lo and behold, I'm poisoned. I'm so glad I gave Antidote to Lily.
Antidote is more handy in this game than it should be.
It's a lot more handy than it is in like any other game.
I know, right? It's hardly used in other games.
Yeah,
In this game, it's like mandatory.
exactly. Because like poison, I believe, well, it's not the only status, but it is one of the statuses that affects you outside of the battle. Because once you're paralyzed or confused, I believe you're automatically healed up. You don't have that status anymore. So the fact that you do need, like, poison is like one of that has that it just sucks. It's like, yeah, I honestly think it's way worse. Do you think it's way worse than it is in Pokemon? Because like in Gen 1, it was so bad.
Oh, it was terrible in Gen 1, especially toxic.
Yeah. I don't know. Will, what's your opinion on that?
What?
Pay attention, Will. I asked, like, in this game's like poison, do you think it's worse than like Pokemon, especially in Gen 1, where they had like toxic, well, poison, every Pokemon had poison attacks?
God, you're making me have to think far back, because I don't I gotta remember like how bad it was for certain games from Gen 1. It also depends.
There's
You
also,
mean, like the Leaf Green Fire Red, or do you mean the Red and Blue?
I was thinking like red and blue, but I guess fire red could also work. I don't know. Jamie, you agree with me and my statement, like in general, like poison in Pokemon is pretty bad, especially as later.
The early stuff.
Yeah, especially in the early ones, yeah.
They nerfed it a bit.
Because
by
in
making
Red and Blue,
easier,
it was
so I
freaking
picked it up.
terrifying.
Mm-hmm.
The Leaf Green Fire Red, it was meh.
Was it meh? Again, I barely played
It was
third generation.
Leaf Green Fire Red, it was meh.
Okay.
Red and Blue, it was terrifying because, God, your Pokemon freaking would freaking faint quick with that poison.
And that's where you need like there's no antidote moves like in this game. You legitimately need to go to Pokemon Center and all that.
Or carry around a bunch of freaking antidotes with you.
You know, as a kid, I never really carried around antidotes because I thought that was a waste of time, because most of the time I just walked to the Pokemon Center.
I carried, at some point I just started carrying around antidotes, but then I had to limit how many I carried because we had, in Red Blue, you had a limited amount of bag space. That irritated me. And why is he saying die?
I know, I'm hearing echoes on Chris's end.
Sorry, he joined a call with some others.
That makes sense. Makes sense.
I just start hearing die, and I'm just like, okay, who's he trying to kill and why?
He's playing, what's that game?
Anyways, I'm at the Gold Scarab now.
Not,
I have not.
I can't even
Curse
sell.
of the, Curse of the Erd Tree. Elden Ring. He's
Who's he
working
trying
out
to
get
kill and why?
everything. Everything must die in
that
that
makes
game.
sense.
I have Elden Ring, and I do want to play a Dark Souls-esque game.
It is hard.
Yeah.
I know I'm gonna get back on the
Chris,
Dragon Age after this.
so I did get a compliment from Chris that I'd managed to defeat one of the more difficult opening bosses.
I do want to try it at some point, yeah.
Yeah, it is fun. It is frustrating.
Oh, you should probably let Chris know that he's being heard on stream, just in case he says anything.
Yeah, I can move. Hey, honey.
You know,
It's like, where geographically is that? That's what Don's asking.
Here, let me just
Here's-
let me
Yep.
temporarily mute myself.
That's fine. Just letting you know. Yeah, because like streams are gonna be public for the most part, and I'm not gonna have like an editor to help with that stuff.
I'm popping my vent for my AC up.
Mhm.
This thing that is cold, blowing onto me, and too cold, and I'm about to get a brain freeze from it.
You know, I don't know if I fully had a brain freeze or not. I know, like, okay, the thing about brain freezes is that I don't know what is a full-on brain freeze versus what's a, like, is it, like, just your head hurting or it has to, like, majorly hurt? And even then,
And
like, even with the brain freeze, it's like, I might get, like, a slight, like, chill in my head, but it doesn't, like, absolutely hurt. It's like, is it one... Yeah, it's like I don't know what's the full-on feeling of a brain freeze.
it's like a major hurt, but it feels like icicles stabbing you in your brain.
Yeah, and then that's the thing is, it's
Right.
like I don't feel like I've had that, but I also feel like I might have had a small instance of it.
And of course,
Sort of like a
when it's
migraine,
done,
but it passes
uh,
faster.
Yeah,
when it's done, your head feels funny and kind of numbish.
I'm naming you
I'm
Duck
sorry,
for Jamie's sake.
that's-
And Chris apologizes for swearing. He didn't realize he could be heard on stream.
No, it's fine. I
Uh,
mean,
why'd
why
you-
would he
why- why'd you-
apologize for swearing?
Wait, if you were gonna name a duck, you could have
Yeah, but he
you could have
knows.
done DUCK.
Oh, I did. I was gonna do that, but I wanted to be Duck.
You did DUCC. You could
I
have done
did.
DUCK.
I know.
Or do you see?
Yeah, I know. But yeah, no,
But yeah.
Jamie, he hasn't had to apologize for swearing. We all like. I am a mature stream. Plenty of people have swore. Will here swears, like,
Yeah.
here and there.
I mean, can I say fuck? Oh, damn, I said fuck. Damn,
Yeah.
I said it again.
He just didn't want to be rude to you, is all.
No, and that's fine. It just, again, like, it's one of those,
I
like,
mean-
it's not one of those. I'm not gonna harp anyone. The only
Oh,
thing, like, I would say is in terms of swearing is obviously the most offensive swears. No one should
yes,
say no one should say those swears for whatever
because
reason.
Yeah, lines in sand. Do not cross.
Yeah, like I have at least some of that. Also, hi
Yeah, he's
Skull. I'm not fired.
But he generally keeps it like to the
PG.
more appropriate swears that you would expect.
PG-13, I guess. Yeah.
I don't know if they're PG-13 or not, but
Actually, yeah, they are PG-13. It's like the F word is like in movies and shows, you're allowed to say them every once in a while, but if you over bomb it, then that's straight up gets R-rated territory. Every other swear, as long as you don't like obviously bombard the audience with it, it's not
no,
that.
he's gonna bombard.
That's a point where it just gets annoying.
Yeah, he's gonna bombard a bit. He's playing.
You're
Dark
fired,
Souls. He's
Skull.
playing.
You're fired.
He's playing Elden Ring.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Now I'm gonna have to go watch Bugs Life now. I just got myself with the Bugs Life stuck in my head. Dang!
Why Bugs Life?
I don't know. For some reason, I just said something from Bugs Life, and now I got it stuck in my head. Now I'm gonna have to go watch it just to get it out of my head.
Also, how you doing, Skull?
Any other movies you all want to get stuck in my head that I'm about to go watch from Disney Plus now? Any others now? Don't you bloody dare, Nick. I already know those gears are turning.
No, I don't. I have no idea.
Good. Keep those foul, beastly movies that should never have existed out of my head.
I mean, depends on the movie. Like, if you really like some movies from Disney, like I will say, like, one of my favorite modern Star Wars movies for Disney is definitely Rogue One. Unless you talk about classics or like underrated, appreciated classics like
No,
Treasure Island or
I'm talking
Atlantis.
about animated movies, and I can't believe my niece had me watch for one like 500 something so many times. Oh, I would
I would
never.
say.
Why do you want to see how far we'll go?
Oh no, that's
No,
Jamie's.
no.
That's Jamie's territory.
I,
Or
I
do you
will
want us to let
never.
it go?
No, 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 no. No, 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 no. That movie should never exist. It needs to burn and die. No. Uh-uh. I can't believe they even made a second to that movie. And there's about to be a third coming.
I heard that it's better than the first. You know, okay, speaking of Disney movies, like actually that pisses me off is that they're making more Toy Story films.
Just stop already.
Yeah, like I honestly, like in my opinion, Toy Story 4 was a fine enough movie, but it ruins a lot of like characterizations that the third and the trilogy has set up. And personally, I would say like if you were to just get rid of if I honestly don't consider the fourth really much of a Toy Story film with the original cast. Like again, like if it was completely different cast, it's a different story. But I already have a Blizzardi, so I don't really want to try to go effort on this one as much as I could get the Yeti. Nah, I'll just kill these guys.
To kind of veer away from Disney for a moment, you know there's another Hotel Transylvania movie coming, right?
I thought that was done. With like
Apparently
Transformania.
not. Hotel Transylvania. There's another one coming.
I'm surprised.
Yeah, it is. I don't know exactly where this one is going to. I saw a pic. I saw it, and yeah, it's like confirmed. There's another one, and it's coming to Prime Video. I have Prime Video, so it's gonna be like slapped right into my face. Yeah, it's a
I'm
lovely.
super confused.
I don't exactly like the first one. Yeah, we had the hotel. Second, where you got Mavis and Johnny meeting and getting married, and then
My
then
problem
all that.
he doesn't seem to stick with the lesson he learned from the previous films.
Yeah, that's what I was like.
Second one they had, second one they had kids. Third one was all of that freaking cruise and that fight.
I have not seen 3 or 4 yet.
Well,
I haven't seen any of the Transylvania movies. Like I get that they're for kids, but it doesn't really appeal to me as like adult just like watching it. So overall it's like it looks fine, but that's it.
fourth was of course about transforming the monster into humans and Johnny into a monster, and then now this one I have no idea what this one is going to be about, but looks like we're at a
Maybe Drax
roadside.
retiring.
This one looks like in a roadside hotel kind of place.
Like here's my problem with Transylvania, and I think like the first three kind of feels like they built off each other a little bit. But the fourth one, when I was watching the trailers and clips, it really didn't feel like a continuation. It almost felt like a step back from the previous ones. Like it was going back to the beginning almost. And I think that's why
left turn.
That's why I feel like Adam Sandler, the voice of Dracula, left the project because he had so many creative differences.
And now this one, it's like, yeah. And supposedly there's another Happy Gilmore coming.
Yeah, Happy Gilmore, I heard, yeah.
I did not know that Happy Gilmore.
There's a lot of movies coming, and I'm not entirely sure on this one. There's a sequel to Spaceballs coming.
Ooh,
I'm not entirely sure if that one's true or not, but
be interesting
I'm
if it was.
hopeful.
Mhm.
I have fingers crossed. I'm hopeful.
At the current moment, it sounds like some of the original writers are gonna be on board with that. I haven't looked it up closely,
I know
but
some of the actors are dead.
yeah,
So
which
that's
is
gonna be
what Rick Morris has been interested in coming back to acting ever since his kids are finally like on their own kind of thing. So, and because like he mentioned in the newest Ghostbusters film, which was unfortunately was a box office bomb, he was interested in reprising his role, but he was only he was offered like a six-figure offer. However, it was only for like a small cameo, and he wanted like a bigger part.
It's like
So
I'd be again. I'm hopeful that they actually do one.
I think Spaceballs has a high chance of working, but I think it's another issue is I think the biggest issue with Spaceballs is falls under the realm of parodies, especially in that especially nowadays films where like parody films and stuff like that are kind of like a thing of a past, and the not only a thing of the past but also like the what was it, they can be made with almost anybody with any some filming skill, like filming um skills and stuff like that. So yeah.
they are not seen as an art form anymore, but rather a how do I put it?
A product of the past.
Oh, more like a kind of a faux pas now.
Yeah. Like, I appreciate some of the parody films, and I still want to watch some of them. Like, I haven't watched this original Spaceballs, but I've seen some clips of it that are honestly
It's good.
very, very well-written jokes that I actually chuckle.
And I will have to rewatch. I think I have not seen somewhere or something like. It's either that or I'll just rewatch it on that.
Yeah, like, I've never seen the original Spaceballs, but Spaceballs 1 and, and Scary Movie 1 at least, I want to watch because I've seen a couple clips of them, and I've enjoyed some of the stuff I've seen, so I just kind of just want to see them to see how they are, the parodies. So I think Spaceballs 2 could work. The only thing that it has to do is that it actually has to make very clever jokes that test the skill, like test of time. Like, it has to basically make like jokes that aren't just a byproduct of the era, but also make jokes that can like be basically reference any point of time in history. And I think that's how some comedy films really stand out. Yeah, like let's see. I think it's like one of the biggest examples, and I have to go with like a game on this one. It's kind of like Borderlands, with Borderlands 2 and 3 a little bit, where some of the jokes are a byproduct of its current time, where when they were made. So like how it was referenced as like streamers or like memes and stuff like that. And while they're funny at the time, if you watch it like 10 years later or play it, it's a byproduct, and not everyone will get that kind of joke kind of thing. Like the double rainbow is a meme, and it was a meme back in the old YouTube days, but not everyone will know that meme. And that's the issue with that kind of like film, is that it's mainly, oh, not film, the game is that not everyone will get that. It's kind of like a reference. So that's why like when you and also like some jokes like sometimes in like Rush Hour, like my favorite joke in Rush Hour 3 is the you and me joke that I appreciated more as once I finally saw the subtitles.
Yes.
It's like it's super racist and a lot of people won't like it nowadays, but when you grew up with it, it was the funniest interaction, especially as you're an adult when you understand the references and the racism of that. But it's a kind of a byproduct of its era. Old DBZ byproduct many times, and that's also another thing because they people have made like really insensitive jokes now that I'm not gonna repeat or anything like that. Especially in old YouTube days, if you watch any like old YouTubers saying some stuff, they made them really raunchy jokes. Jamie, Will, and I can, and Craig, you can also say the same thing. Like, there are really bad jokes that we were okay back in the day and probably laughed at, but if you really think about it, it's not a great thing by hindsight. That's why I say, like, when you make a joke, it needs to be a joke that everyone can understand initially, or at least have appreciation of the joke, and then later on be like, oh, I still find it funny, even it's a little bit dated. Like, I think one of the things about Spaceballs that I really enjoyed, not everything ages well over time. Yeah, I think one of the jokes that aged a little bit but still has appreciation is the VHS, like future VHS thing in Spaceballs. Like, I don't know if you know about it, Kraid, but to those for context, when I saw the clip, it was basically like in a sense, Rick Morris's character, the villain, needed to, I think, like, find out where the rebels are. And so one of his minions were like, let's watch the VHS video of Spaceballs. So they grabbed the VHS and just start playing it. Obviously VHSs are not a thing nowadays, but it's still kind of a thing that people could get because it's a video format or like a movie of the movie, which hasn't even come out yet, and it's like in theaters. So they were just playing it, and then you just see them breaking the fourth wall because they're watching themselves, looking back at the camera and being like, what's going on? We're watching what's happening now, but how it's happening now? We're watching in the future. And it was a back and forth confusing mess that it's just like, it actually just makes sense when you look at it, and versus when you like watching it, it's like, it actually, that kind of joke has aged because of VHSs, but it actually still works in a sense because people can appreciate the fourth wall break. And fourth wall breaks are, if well done, can be really laughed at in any kind of age. And that's why, like, that's why I say, like, with Spaceballs and like other types of media, the thing that really goes with comedy is that as long as the comedy ages well and you can see it as something that can be talked about 10 years later, then you got a really solid joke there. And that's what makes a classic, is that these things are not just a byproduct of an era, but also can be talked about. And obviously there's exceptions for this. As I said, the you and me joke from Rush Hour 3, I think that's an absolute classic, and that is a joke that I would for sure always laugh at no matter what. And I think many people would agree with that. But it is, it's not a aged well joke because of the type of era, but I think a lot of people wouldn't mind it, especially like Chinese people. Like, I haven't met a Eastern Asian person, especially in especially in Chinese, who has ever hated that joke. So that's why I'm just like, it's one of those jokes that's an exception because of it's such a well acted, well scripted joke.
Now that has me thinking.
What do you mean?
There's a classic skit for baseball, and it's a baseball joke.
Is it like from Sandlot?
Oh no, it's Abbott and Costello. It is one of it. It's one of their. If you heard of it in Costello, it's like their very first. It's one of their more legendary skits.
Hmm.
But I don't know if it's actually necessarily racist.
Oh
se,
no!
Oh no, this thing.
Not this again.
Oh crap! Which one was this one
Yeah,
again?
yeah. I, I've got a few Abbott and Costello stuff. Actually, I got a box full of Abbott and Costello cassette tapes.
Oh really?
Yep, they were from my grandma. She gave me all her VHS tapes of Abbott and Costello.
But yes, the problem is I don't know if it's necessarily racist because it points out it more plays on people's names rather than race because it plays on French, it plays on English, it plays on Chinese.
Mm-hmm.
It just if a name has a double meaning, it usually has they usually poke a little fun on it.
That's why I've seen some shorts videos which they get bypass some of the YouTube censorship and like in a sense essentially as long as they put the ethnical people on the camera and there's a reason why I say ethnicity on this one because there is some Asian words for Chinese and like Vietnamese that if you make it sound like it in English, which is like how they pronounce it, it is extremely racist sounding. Like the I don't know what was the word. I'm not gonna pronounce it because I'm gonna be butchering it and also sound very racist. There's like a Vietnamese word or I think like Chinese word that sounds like the N word. And when someone like says it and then a black man or like a black person like sees it or like hears it, they just have to do a double take on it because of just how how it is sometimes.
It's
Oh, I can't even pause in this sequence. That sucks when you can't pause in that sequence and when you're moving because you can still get hit by enemies. Ugh. I'll take a look at that later, Jamie, because I'm curious about that skit you're saying.
yes. To be honest, to me the way it's done, it more feels like poking fun at the English language as a whole, rather than focusing on any one individual.
Yeah, which is totally fine. Like, I think one of the things about the English language that I've grown to just always say is that the English language is such a hodgepodge mess of languages that it is so confusing and so it just has so many different words and like phrases and stuff like that that in other languages it's just a mess, and so you can just make fun of it how it is.
It does to me.
Oh good, I can get a heal right before the boss fight. This is perfect. This is like
That's all.
perfect.
Yay! Free floor. Best floor.
Yeah, right before the final floor. So, actually, I've started to accept that comedy is also one of those like stuff that, especially with the more like some like a lot of like different comedians, comedy is such a specific genre of jokes. Ooh, Wind Mage. Ooh. I don't even have. You know what? I'll forgo that. What comedy is such a culmination of different like wordings and phrases that I will save here. This way I can like actually potentially beat the boss and get it as a buddy. Actually I found I as I accepted the comedy as like can be offensive. There's actually a funny joke. I was like actually I saw on YouTube just recently about a comedian. I don't know who the comedian is because I didn't pay attention. But there was a comedian who was like telling to his audience that like he was telling an audience is that it's easier to order a pizza than have a baby kind of thing. And one person was so offended by that, but his reasoning was like he's like, you can accidentally have a baby, but you can't accidentally order pizza. Or no, it's like, no, here's the joke. It's like, oh, ordering pizza is a lot more work than having a baby, because it's like, and some of his reasoning is like, you can accidentally have a baby, but you can't accidentally order a pizza. It's like you don't
unless
have
the cat sits on the
phone
what is it called, Alexa?
or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like in a lot of cases, it's like he was just like, oh yeah, like it's you can accidentally have a kid, but he's like you can't just always have like, oh, there's a pizza on my front door all the time kind of thing. And it's like, and he was like, I don't have kids, but I ordered a lot of pizza, so I'm an expert in pizza making. I don't know. The way he was delivering the lines was actually kind of funny. Anyway, going back to this boss fight. Okay, so this one is a bit of a confusing one because as a kid, I did not understand what I had to do for this one. So if you were go into this section, you can see that there's a portal here. Unfortunately, there is like a specific sequence of stuff that you have to do in order to get to the boss. Because when you go up to one of these, let's see. Oh, yeah, you have to talk to the in-game dragon by the stables in order to understand this. Otherwise, you can just get confusing. This is one of those like rooms that is just strictly very confusing unless you really look it up. It's based off the maze of the cryptic catacombs in Dragon Quest VI. Although the boss itself is more based off the second test in the Hollowed Hollow. So you have to first go up, and then you go back, and you see you go down. You have to keep going up. And then you have to go to the left. And then you go down. Yeah, you have to like go through this, and it's so cryptic. And then it says like upper left. And there you go. So the thing about this is that you can see that one of these is moving. I will mention that chest is not able to be opened, and that is a watabao right there. Now the question is, can I get this boss easily? This boss is a... This one is like a level 5 according to this, so like one sirloin at least should be doing this. Okay, well, this is a Dark Horn boss. So this is apparently an optional boss. I should be able to get this with one sirloin. Yeah, the teleporter will teleport me back, but until I beat this boss, I cannot beat this portal. So Theoretically, I should be able to beat this boss because it's only one. But we'll see how hard this is. I am faster than it. Ooh. Well, it doesn't hit too hard, so at the very least, I am able to handle this. Hey, Lion is dead. Don't worry, I have Vivify. And Lion's dead again. Ah, that sucks. All my spells are stopped. This is gonna suck. Why? Does spell attack last for the entire fight? Will, Jamie, can you guys look it up? It's stop spell. It's stop spell, yeah. Okay, so Jamie's gone. Will, are you there?
Yeah.
Can you look up stop spell? Is it like an entire turn?
We're looking up.
Yep. I'm gonna have to restart that. That fight, it's like I can beat, but the issue lies with specifically that stop spell blocked literally everything I could do. And that's more bad luck at that point. Three. Down. I need down. I remember my brother and I looking this up.
Three to 4 turns.
3 to 4 turns? That was definitely not 3 to 4 turns.
Yeah, I think this game, that's what it says online. I'm not sure if that's true, though.
I feel like this game has like it go on forever. At least that's what it feels like, because that was definitely more than 3 and 4 turns. Because I needed Blaze most because I was doing almost no damage. Now this fight is getting way better because now I have my Mimic doing actually over 100 damage. that was just absolutely not the best. Okay, so both Mimi and Lion have no spells. As long as Lily doesn't get hit by stop spells, it should be okay. Because I have a lot of MP, and I got healed right before this final floor, so... and Lion has at least other attacks. So that good news is that as long as this keeps going, it's fine.
Crap, I gotta go now.
Go for it. Like, I can handle this one for a while. This is just a, like, I have to just last longer than his health. Which, honestly, I don't know how much healthy this guy has. Look it up. Steam notifying me that a couple of my wishlist games are all on sale. Okay, I did it. Okay, good. Woo! I was like, I don't want to go through that whole thing again because his stop spells it screwed me up the first time. Yeah, I mean, that was kind of my name anyway. His name is Dark. Bleep bleep, I never imagined such a strong master existed. Well. Yeah, that was a walkabout doll. I mean, it's like when you actually look at it. So that's why I was like, it looks weird, and I remember checking on it, and it was like, oh, cool. The wiki is a loading problem. Well, I got Darkhorn. Check it out. Got a herb. So Darkhorn's level 40. Smug nature. Yeah, some of these monsters, I need to figure it out. Alright, well, we got Darkhorn, we got that. I need to double check on Lionex now. Oof. I can make an Andriel, which is one of the required monsters I need. Oh yeah, if I put Sky Dragon and Lionex together, I think that's what I was trying to aim for. Okay, so I need to do some breeding because I am about as full as it can be. Let's see. Oh boy, what do I want to do now? I guess I can fight the other monster now to make some progress into Sturry, because Temperance is gonna be a while. Again, I need some tiny medals too. Hold on. Oh, looks like Mike was cooking.
Were we burning something, or was it just
He's putting a lot of things.
not?
It's like putting stuff in the air fryer always burns it a little bit.
Gotcha. Yeah, yeah. I know that feeling. Yeah, it's like I don't know what it is with the air fryers. Why it does that for some reason.
The air fryer is basically a mini oven, but pushes air way faster onto the thing. So think about it as you're putting a meat into a sauna. Well, not sauna.
I mean, I didn't put that many chicken nuggets into the air fryer. I mean, I really didn't. I just put about 10 chicken nuggets in our air fryer, which wasn't that many. There was a lot of room for even plenty for more chicken nuggets.
Mm-hmm.
And it still burnt three of my chicken nuggets.
Again, it's pretty much a like you're putting your meat into a, or whatever you're trying to cook into a, like those tanning beds, and it just puts everything like that. Now that is like okay, but if you really think about it, it's not the best course of action with some things. Sometimes it's best to just oven bake certain things.
I can't. For me, I can't oven bake when my brother's not here. And there's no way in heck I'm having my Alzheimer's dementia grandma pull something out of the oven. Because she won't listen. She'll try to pull it out with her bare hand.
Yeah. No, that's why, like, air frying is fine, but you have to be noting on the whole, how much you put in. Like, what you put in and everything.
Like, for the chicken nuggets, the size of them are not that big, and 10 is plenty. More than 10, and it's... You're starting to take up so much room where it's like now you're going to look like it's almost starting to try to overfill it.
Mhm.
And yeah. Now my brother will cook a hot pocket in that air fryer.
Not surprising there.
He only cooks one at a time in there because last time he cooked two in there, they fused and he couldn't get them and he couldn't unfuse them. And he didn't realize that he cooked two different hot pockets. He cooked a pepperoni and a ham and cheese. So somehow he fused the ham and cheese to a pepperoni hot pocket.
Yeah, that's what happens when you overheat something.
And yeah, so now he does it one at a time to where now he can actually eat and taste the right hot pocket and not taste something that shouldn't taste what it should taste like. Yeah, ham and cheese with pepperoni apparently to him does not taste good.
It's like almost like what was it? Like a Hawaiian pizza.
What's wrong with Hawaiian pizza?
To some people, that it's not great. I say to some, not everyone.
Yeah. Well, my mom did make the joke and told him he should have just added pineapple to it and it would have tasted fine.
I'm not against Hawaiian pizzas. It's honestly like I've tried a couple of them, and it's honestly not too bad.
He's not a fan of Hawaiian pizza.
That would explain why he's like was weirded out by that.
But he mainly just eats pepperoni pizza or a cheese pizza. I will go for the more extravagant pizzas with different toppings.
I like combo pizzas. Combo pizzas was like my favorite.
I will put jalapenos on my pizza.
I've been like backing off on spiciness mainly because is that as much as like I like spiciness, there's a point where too much spice just ruins the overall flavor. So that's why it's like with some of it and with like jalapenos and stuff like that, they tend to add too much in my book. And that's why it's just
So,
like I would rather just have it like I'd rather have it be tasteful instead of adding a little bit spice. And I could just add spice later.
there's only certain times where I will put jalapenos on my pizza. Other times, I will forgo it and just have other toppings on it. Other than that, if they offer red pepper flakes, I will get that and just have that for my spice.
I mean, I don't even need red pepper flakes. Like I could just add. I have my own pepper flakes, and I could easily I could easily just buy like at like a Asian market some red pepper like more red pepper flakes so I can add them in like different soups and stuff.
That just reminded me also, I forgot to ask my brother if him and his dad were going to Fred Meyer's. I would have had them get me some more of that bitchin' sauce and some chips. Damn it. Oh well, maybe they'll go shopping tomorrow and I'll have them get the eats tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hooked. I have a problem.
That sauce is like too small for you. You need like a big container, gallon of it.
Just give me a freaking giant bucket of it. Just give me a giant freaking one of those those big bucket things that you get at Home Depot full of them.
I feel like if you won a year's supply of that sauce, you will be done with it in a few months.
Uh, 3 days tops, maybe. God, but it depends on also the flavor.
It'll probably be like all kinds of flavors usually for those type of things.
Uh, I no, that
You need
it
to
was
try
actually
other
really
sauces.
good with that. It was really good with this sour cream and cheddar chips, though. I actually thought I was eating a pizza when I was trying to eat that.
I'm pretty sure Jamie knows those sauces too, so they're in the Midwest a little bit too. Also, I don't know if Jamie's back or not. Assuming by no sound, she's not back yet. Which is fine, because I'm not making progress at the moment.
Just doing a bit of grind work.
So, I think my goal is to put Lion and Sky Dragon together and make an Andriel Dragon. From there, I have to train that one up a little bit to get some of the moves. And then, I should be able to make something.
I think next month, if I'm able to, I am going to order myself some Chipotle.
You know what I learned about Chipotle? Is that, apparently it's best to order a bowl. Because they give you actually more for that.
Yeah, when I had the gift card from my nephew, and he gave me that for the birthday, what we didn't trust my nephews because we didn't know if he stole it or not,
Mm-hmm.
or if his friend stole it.
Mm-hmm.
So we had my mom check it, and yeah, there was money on it. So his friend did not steal it. His friend actually got it.
Mm-hmm.
It was bought, and his friend gave it to him, and my nephew gave it to me. So it's like, cool. I spent it on me and my brother to got us burritos. It's like, I don't want to get us bowls. I'd rather get us burritos. So did that. Sad thing is, I had to make sure there was no tomatoes on his and nothing spicy on his, because if there was, he would not eat it.
Batteries aren't
But yeah,
dying. This is just like Bluetooth is just weird on this.
ah, yeah, that's another thing that also I like what I bought with for my 360 with the controller. I got two retractable battery packs. They're both fully charged, so as I play, when one's not die, I just swap them. I'll have a full charge, put the other one on the charger, and I play. So I'll just have a continuous, endless hours of playtime on Dragon Age.
Well, as long as
Endless
you have
hours with
as long as
that.
you have a subscription on it, unless you're playing the originals, which you actually own apparently.
Oh, yeah, I have the originals with the Dragon Age Origins. I have that. With the Dragon Age 2, I grabbed the free DLC, so I didn't buy the stuff, so I grabbed those, and I have my free subscription stuff. I have the free shit. And then with the Inquisition, yep, I grabbed the free one. I did went and I looked too for the other games. There's free DLC for Blue Dragon, and it's a hard mod. I am not putting that on there.
You already played that enough.
Everything for Blue Dragon just makes everything harder. I will not increase the difficulty crap. It was already hard enough at some points.
Makes sense. Oh, I didn't realize Jamie left a call.
Oh.
Well, it's a good thing that I'm not doing anything story progress wise.
I downloaded some DLC. I downloaded DLC stuff for Fable 2, and Fable 3. It's just packs and whatnot.
I need to download some. The only thing I hate about the 360's marketplace is that it doesn't have a library of games that you own, so you can download them immediately. I have to manually look at what 360 games I own, and then I have to make sure I have to manually download each DLC that I want to get with multiple button presses. Like I've never realized how bad how unuser friendly the marketplace is.
For some reason, also, it kicked me off of our internet. And when I signed in with the right password, it's sitting there trying to tell me it's not the right password and all this other stuff.
You might have to
So I have to
restart
go
it.
off I have to go over my mobile hotspot.
You might have to restart the Xbox every single time, which sucks.
I've been going off the mobile hotspot, so it's on my phone, so I'm like, yeah, I'm fine.
I mean, if Jamie might come back later because she's doing laundry. I don't know if she is or not.
So her laundry room has a strict time limit.
Yeah, which she may be still up, maybe not. I don't know. We'll give it a little bit of time, but this is a good opportunity for you and I to get some at least grinding and setting up for next session. Because again, like,
yes,
I do need to get rid of some monsters. I need to make some combinations, and I need to grind up some of them because S rank is gonna be tough, for one thing.
yes.
It's not gonna be easy.
Nope.
And the other issue is specifically is that I'm trying to make some good monsters because I don't have a solid team yet. Lily is the only team member that I plan to keep to the very end. And I need to make the Gem Slime, which I need to make Iceman. And then I need to figure out what's my third monster. Because I have zero clue who it's going to be my third monster.
By the way, get your Switcher account back.
Oh, I haven't done that yet.
Ah.
Like when
I
I
still
was...
can't believe all of them went to the trash.
Okay, like, to give references to people, I had a very frustrating morning. Basically, I was... Because I don't know why a lot of my one of my Gmail accounts, I made when I was really, really young. I use for a lot of my accounts. And I filter out a lot of spam, like, over the years. And I haven't touched that filtering system for months. So I was just getting rid of a lot of, like, old emails, getting rid of those, like, old, like, spam emails, like, filtering them out, deleting them, right? And I don't touch the filtering option. For some reason, by the end of April, Google did some kind of update without warning that basically caused one of those filters, I don't know what it is because this was like years of filtering, to filter not just a specific set of emails, no, any email I get. And I didn't notice for like about over 2 months, which sucks because I lost like a month's worth of emails. And I had to delete all those filters just to get my emails back to the main inbox. And
That sounds like Google.
Yeah, it's so stupid because it frustrates me that I had to do all that, undo all my work, and I don't know. It was just so bad, and I got really upset at Google for this. And yeah, I had to just undo all my filters. I had to do that, and then I finally got my emails back to my inbox. So now I can fix a lot of my problems. It sucks that I never noticed this for like over 2 months. And it's an email that I constantly use, and I get like everyday emails for. So I should have noticed it way sooner. Also, how are you doing, Jamie? Everything good on your end?
Yeah, if that had been a second later, the door locked as I got in there.
Oh, really? Jesus. So if it locked, does that mean that you can't get your laundry until the next day?
Oh, if they find laundry at 6 a.m., they toss it.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so I got lucky.
But you got all your laundry done, right?
Oh, I got it in the house.
So now you just have to fold it before you go to bed. Well, I've been grinding. I need to get Sky Dragon up till... I'll get that. Let's see if this is a potion. I'm trying to get Sky Dragon up till like level 17. So that it can do... What was it? Yeah, I'm almost there. What level is it again? 60. Yeah, if I get to level 17, then it will be just high enough to get a one last move so that I can breed it with Lion, and then I can make one monster. A monster to set up for like the long trekking journey of getting Iceman and other stuff. I think I need Iceman. I need to check my eggs again. Are you good on time, Jamie?
I do not work tomorrow.
Yay, party all night. Woo!
Not quite all night, but
24. So what? 24-hour stream again? No, oh, okay.
oh no, 24-hour stream would murder me.
I don't think Chris would allow that.
We're just gonna we go to bed. Nick streams for 24 hours.
No, if I stream for 24 hours, you're staying on.
But sleep.
You take 12-hour sleeps.
No, get it right. They're 12-hour naps.
Even Jamie will say that's not naps, that's a sleep.
That is definitely.
It's a 12-hour cat nap. But for me, it's actually a 12-hour dragon nap.
So if you don't work tomorrow, Jamie, does that mean you work on Sunday?
I do work on Sundays.
Okay, so you can't stay up late for that one.
No, I can make. But luckily, well, actually, kind of. I close on Monday.
What a question!
Am I reversing them?
I don't know. I don't know your work schedule.
No, I open Sunday, close Monday. So technically, it does not affect. My schedule would not affect D&D.
Well, there's also that. I was like wondering if we could maybe play a game together, because it's been you and I and other people haven't played a game together. Because technically speaking, we might be able to do Overcooked too.
On Sunday, or?
Well, that depends if we have D&D, but, actually, yeah. Actually, it would be very likely we would be able to do Overcooked. Oh, I just realized, Dragon does not have the health for it. You know what? I'm just gonna breed Dragon. As much as, like, I would try to get that other one, that move is suck air, and it next Dragon Breath, not worth in my personal opinion. I'll just breed it. But yeah, we could do on Sundays because I got some new news on Kyle. But Saturday we could do something too.
I think Saturday Chris has spoken for. It'll be our first date night since November.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Yeah, no, it's been... That is like the unfortunate problem of finding babysitting. We have found babysitting. Oh.
Yay! Congratulations, you two.
Excuse me.
So I think Andriel is what I need for what I need to make stuff. Because yes, I can make a boss monster, but with Andriel I can make a metal dragon. And the metal dragon is needed for Iceman. But yeah, I'll make Andriel at least, because I do want to make an Andriel at least. Now I need to train that Andriel. Holy crap. What's with the pink gorilla tweeting out so many PlayStation games? That's the largest selection of PS2 games I've ever seen.
Maybe there was an estate sale.
Possibly, or just...
Pink Gorilla?
Pink Gorilla, yeah, I follow them on Twitter, so I see some of their
Ah,
stuff.
okay.
Let me look at this. So Andriel is a male. Oh, actually, hold on. So Blizzardi is there. Let me look at stuff right now. Okay, so Ebby is a Ebby is a female, so I can do the Iceman. The question is, do I have... I forget, do I have Lava Man or do I have Iceman, or do I not have neither in this file?
That's the problem with us having to restart so much.
Yeah, because I know that at one point we had Lava Man.
We had both in the same file at one point.
Did we have both in one file? I thought we didn't.
I'm pretty sure we did.
We were about to, like, do stuff with them, but...
I could be wrong. It's been a while. Let's see. Okay, so there no one's that. What about the eggs? Okay, so... Okay, so I don't have a Lava Man or an Iceman. That kinda sucks. Oh, this is gonna be... Oh, this is gonna suck. Here's the issue. I can use Metal Drake to make a Lava Man because you need Metal Dragon in order to use a Lava Man. The only issue is I need either an Orochi, King Leo, Zapbird, Arcdemon, or Centaur. But the issue with the Zapbird is like I don't even have that egg, which really sucks. Iceman I can at least make Robuster, so I can just make a King Leo. How do you make a King Leo? God, this sucks. The combination of these monsters really does suck. Essentially, there is no real point to have monsters be not unhatched eggs, because for the most part, you can have them train while they are awake. So I have a male Phoenix, which is really good because now I have a male Blizzardi. I'll just hatch the rest of these up because I can do stuff. Yeah, no, I got like a slight issue with some of these. I don't know why I want to name him Riz. A sword has Riz. So I gotta hatch the other ones. If I have a Blizzardi, then I can at least make the one and only Rainhawk, which is one of the monsters I could use. I don't know if it's a good idea to have Rainhawk though, because that would make pretty much my entire team full of Spellmasters, I believe. Which I don't know if that's a good idea or not. I think Rainhawk is a Spellmaster. I don't even know what a Rainhawk is.
Sounds similar to Thunderbird, but...
It could be. Let me look at the wiki for that. Thunderbird, that would, I think it makes sense with that. I don't know if it's,
a translation thing, or if it's...
Yeah. I also want to know if it's, like, exclusive to monsters, because, like, Kotal is exclusive to monsters.
There's a few that are.
Yeah.
I'd never seen Duck Kite before.
Is that only a monsters only? Really?
I don't know if it's Monsters exclusive, but I've never seen it before.
Oh, you know why? What I was gonna do with Lion and Skydragon was make possibly a Orochi, which is a boss monster. But I only have one Andriel, and I can't get another. I can't get another Andriel until post game. Like, I'm gonna name it like that. I do want a Gem Slime before I battle the last boss. Okay, so Rainhawk is called Prism Peacock.
Oh, that I've heard of.
It's a recurring Monster Dragon Quest series introduced in the Monster series first. That explains it. I believe? No. Oh yeah. So Prism Peacock is in Dragon Quest 4, but it's not in the original. It was in the remake of the PSX, DS, and mobile. And then Dragon Quest 7, and then Prism Peacock is in Dragon Quest 9. So Will, you can get it.
That's why I've heard of it.
I don't want it. No more grinding.
All the grinding.
Jamie, have you been paying attention to how much Will has been complaining about all the grinding in Dragon Quest 9?
Welcome to Dragon Quest 9. Please enjoy your stay.
I've sunk it into the black hole of abyss.
Now you see why my mage was actually kind of scary. Excuse me, my sage.
I'm a minstrel right now. I'm a minstrel, I have a monk, a mage, and a freaking priest with or priestess. That's my team.
Monks are some of my favorite.
I gave him claws for his weapon.
Aren't the claws nice?
Yes. I was debating whether to give him claws or staff, and I went, you know what? I'd rather have the claws.
Claws all the way.
I was looking at the staffs, and then I looked at the claws. It's like, staff, claws, staff, claws.
Don't get me wrong.
You're getting claws. I want you to claw people. Say, I want you to claw people to death. You get claws.
But a lot of the claw weapons are so good.
I don't doubt that.
I gave my mage her staff wand thing. It says she can wield wands. Where are the wands?
They're not easy to find.
Where are they? Do they even exist?
They do.
Okay. I wanted that clarified, because if they don't exist, then why put that in the description of some of the skills?
Welcome to Dragon Quest 9. Please enjoy your stay.
I don't think Will likes to enjoy his stay right now.
And then for my priestess, I gave her the spears. The lance. I gave her a lance for my priestess. She's got the lance for her weapon.
It works.
And yeah, of course, I'm wielding the sword. And everybody who can have a shield got a shield.
Shields are good.
There's some points where some of my characters were just wearing what looked like underwear.
Yes. Welcome to Dragon
Now
Quest.
my monk, he's got cat ears. He looks like the rest of his outfit actually looks like a monk, but he's got cat ears.
The cat ears are good.
It's my mage, she's got cat ears. Everybody else looks. It's just weird. I have to try to get my outfit. Okay, I'm gonna turn it on now. I have to. I have to look at this freaking side question. Where's my status?
Oh
Where'd it go?
no, we've opened up a bottle of salt.
Oh, you have no idea, Jamie.
I have to do every side quest, every quest. I have to find every alchemy recipe. Oh, whoops, that's not a Dragon Quest 9. That's Pokemon White too. God, I was playing that last night.
I mean, Will, if you really don't want to do it, you don't have to do 100%. We're just doing that as a joke at this point.
Can I skip some of the side quests, please? Because they're freaking annoying. I'm ready to cry.
Jamie,
He
you should.
broke Will.
I'm broken. I will admit in chat that I give, I tap to this game. I will admit it.
Okay, how about
Welcome to Dragon Quest IX.
This game has broke me.
Welcome to
And
Dragon Quest IX.
I haven't even gotten to a specific point of the game yet.
Oh, it gets worse.
I'm on a major grind just for gear and weapons.
I feel like it's more impressive that game like broke you like before you got too super serious in it.
I was doing so well. It's like, oh, the story was being beautiful. The story was saving me. And then came this massive grind. It's like, okay.
Yeah, it is
This
pretty
couldn't be too
heavy.
hard. It's like this massive grind. Oh, this massive grind wasn't going to be too bad. I thought.
Yeah, I didn't mind it just because I like grindy games.
You're kind of weird, Jamie.
Well, I also like Overcooked a lot.
Okay,
And you see
Overcooked.
what that does to everyone else.
Okay, Overcooked legitimately I do enjoy. I want to go back to more of it later, which is why it's like we've been like it's on hold because like ever since you joined, I just don't want to do it until you are capable of joining us.
And I'm sorry I've been so dead lately.
That's fine.
We've been chronically short-staffed.
Mm-hmm. It's like a lot of jobs nowadays, though.
I gotta.
Are you okay, Will? Now, have you calmed down?
Bumping. Words. I'm not going.
But seriously,
Hold on.
are you okay?
I don't know. What's that one?
I mean, okay, if you really want to just call it quits on some of that stuff, don't do 100%. Do as much as you are capable of.
There's some that I actually legit have to change my class up, and there's some that I have accepted already, and for some reason I've done exactly as it said to do, and it's not giving it to me. And I'm about ready to just like unaccept that quest. And I've been trying to do that one since 2/3.
I mean, Jamie,
For
you
some
might
of
have
them.
input on that. Do you know what reason why?
Which quest?
Where did you go? Where did you go? There's Cry Wall. I have to do War Cry and then dealing the final blow.
That's a hard one.
I've done the War Cry, and then my other characters would deal the final blow on the Werewolves, and it's not giving it to me.
The character who did the war cry has to do the final blow.
That, and then of course with the where's the other one? There it is. The Gladiator
That's
Graduator.
not an eye. That's a tongue.
I have used Dragon Slash on every different type of slime I've come across, and it's not even count.
What is it called again?
My Gladiator Graduator. I have to defeat three slimes using Dragon Slash while in a state of super high tension. I checked it's a super high tension, and I've used the Dragon Slash on multiple different slimes. Every different type of slime I've come across, and nothing.
Also, why is a king cobra a female? Like, why king cobra is a dragon? Why is a snake a dragon? Some of those I want to save for later, so I gotta figure those out later.
Okay. Would you like me to send a guide that seems to
I-
be
I do
helpful?
I have a quest guide for all of them. But one of the quests I got that I'm currently working on, but it's gonna take a while. I have to get my style at least past 350. It cost me to 400.
For this one, I did it like same battle. It sucked.
I honestly do not know
I've,
what
I've
kind of horrors are in Dragon Quest IX. I'm at this point because of all you know, Jamie, and all like what Will's going through. I kind of feel like I don't ever want to touch it.
It's honestly one of those
uh,
games. You will either love it or you hate it. Or
without having to, if you're not 100%ing it, it's not bad. I will say that it's not
yeah,
bad.
if you try 100%ing it of yourself, you're just inflicting torture on yourself. If you play it just to enjoy it, it's an awesome game.
That's what I was like. That's why I was like, a lot of games, especially nowadays, I just like, there is no reason for me to go after like 100%ing in games nowadays because of just
I don't
Oh,
think you can 100% it on the first run.
there is there's one dungeon I can't do right now. I got a treasure map. I can't go fight that boss until I'm stronger. I can't beat that right now. I got whooped.
Some of the treasure maps you get a little too early.
Yeah. I did accept a quest a little later after I have found some metal slimes, and now I'm having to wait till I find some more. I need to erect a wizard ward before defeating some metal slimes. So I can't know if that one's gonna give it to me or not. And then I'm going. I have not progressed any kind of. I'm going that this one, that ranger one, that was the one. Okay, wait, no. What am I doing? Save. Get me out of this. I still have to get like 50 something thousand gold just to get my weapons and gear so I can move on and get my characters at least up to close to level 30 or level 30. And right now, 30 below level 24. And the amount of XP I'm mostly getting, if I can get a nice group of monsters after one time, I hit touch one. I get at least a decent amount of XP and a decent amount of gold. If I don't, then the amount of XP and gold sucks. I currently looks like it's fine. Like walk through that island. You're seeing right now. I am on chapter 4. Where? Oops, nope. Too far. Far down.
like some of these monsters I could just save, but I do need some space. So I am making some of these monsters based on how cool and how new they are, and possibly use them in the future. Luckily, I can probably get most of these monsters again that I'm using. So yeah.
I'm on chapter 4 at Kalima.
How many chapters are there? Jim, you never beat Dragon Quest IX, right?
I think I actually don't know. That's the problem with the Dragon Quest games from time to time. You don't always know when you've gotten to the end. I was doing a lot of endgame content, though.
I do. Well, I mean, at least you beat the main story, which is not
Yes.
post game.
There's 8 chapters plus chapter 9 post. And then if you want to count chapter 10, which has DLC content.
Actually, can you even get DLC? No, you have to find like the server.
No, I can't. Yeah. Because can't get the DLC stuff.
Yeah,
Not with,
I think my DLC content's technically
not
gone
with the-
forever.
Well, you should
That
be
was
able to
that
find
was
it.
that was this stuff. But yeah, chapter 9 is posted. Technically, there's 8
Yeah.
chapters for main story. Like I said, I'm halfway there before post. And this game's already broke.
Just because of how much 100%ing you're trying
All
to
the
do.
because of that. And it's all because this grinding just to get this gear and weapons on this level. I got lucky at some points for certain monsters. Don't you even dare jump when you're thinking about jumping. Well, unplug my freaking CPAP machine and my fan. That fan's blowing cold air. But it's cold circulating in this room. And I want this room to stay nice and cold and cold.
I'm sorry, I still find it funny how similar it is yelling at a cat is to yelling at a toddler. What do you got in your mouth? Don't jump there.
I mean, it's like any like little pets. Even dogs had that problem.
What are you eating?
Who needs a brat when you have cats?
I know.
Get a cat, they said. It'll be wonderful, they said.
That's true.
Yeah. But not with one of the cats, which is Angel. We think he might have left these before I got. And my brother wanted her at first. But his dad said no, but then dad found out that I wanted her. And when he found that out, he said yes. So it's like, oh, God. I got her. Tiny message. She's all fuzzy now.
I am Fuzzy. Hear me roar. I am Fuzzy. Baba Boar.
Oh my goodness. Oh, what the hear me roar was thinking when she went to the bathroom, she let everybody know. She screamed at the top of her lungs. It's like, yes, I hear you. You're going to the bathroom. Congratulations. Do you have to announce it to the whole house?
Yes.
After she's done, she jump out and look at me like, yes, I do have to announce it. Do you have a problem? And I just look at her, it's like, you're the strangest.
Am I a problem, Papa?
Yeah, I just pull out the laser pointer and just start playing with her. Of course, at one point, I spun it around in a circle on my bed. I kind of tossed it fall off the bed, not burst into the water. She looked up at me and wondered what happened, and she didn't care that she just got her whole entire rear end wet.
Hmm.
She climbed back up and play again without even worrying about that she was wet.
On the bright side, it's just wet.
Honestly,
It's
on the
better
bright
than
side, she
on
got
fire,
me.
cat.
And,
What
yeah,
cat
I mean,
ever becomes on fire, Jamie? What did you do?
Her name was
I mean,
Callie.
Okay.
There was something wrong with this cat.
Okay.
She would sit on lit candles.
Mm-hmm.
She would rub up against a propane heater.
Mm-hmm.
She would crawl on top of a candle until her fur was actually on fire, and then she'd get mad at us when we chase her around, beating the flames out of her fur. There was something severely wrong with that cat.
at that point, I would literally just shave all the fur off it.
She
There,
did that
now
for
you can't.
herself. She singed it all off.
I was actually turning to the cat up there. Now you can't set yourself on fire. What you gonna do now? Cat would probably
Unfortunately,
just be,
after the fur, she'd get burned.
I'd
I'm
probably
sorry, there was
just
something
be
severely wrong with that cat.
Yes. There's also something
My
wrong with your life, considering the fact you get experience all these weird things and weird phenomenons.
I can't even look for my cats when I clip their claws.
Oh no, the cat hated her claws getting clipped. She'd run away. She'd light herself on fire, no problem.
The cat really loves it. Then she's getting a spa treatment. Then afterwards, she'll look at her paw and then look at me with the most evilest look, like, how dare you?
On the bright side, you don't do the little cat nail polish. That
How-
one's
Oh, hell
tricky with
no.
the squirmy kitty.
How dare you clip my claws? I keep saying declawed. It's not true.
Oh, hell no. I don't.
Empty-
There is a veterinary clinic over in Gooding, Idaho that will refuse to spay or neuter cats unless they declaw.
Probably bad experience, to be honest.
I refused to take my one cat I had up there. I called it my Halloween cat because yes, he's a black cat with yellow eyes. I refused to take him to go get him fixed over there.
I mean,
And that was the
honestly,
only.
probably
It
a
was the
good
only.
choice because that's removing their entire. That's removing their entire front toe.
Yeah.
And also, that was the only clinic that go to that was affordable to get him fixed. So
Maybe
it's
that's
well,
why they're
never
like
mind.
that's why they are get at least decently popular because of that.
It's just like, well, never mind, it's not getting fixed. And then next thing you know, I thought I was allergic to my cat. I took him to my aunt's ranch. Unbeknownst to me, she had a whole bunch of female cats running around that also weren't fixed. So he had a whole lot of choices. Anytime there was a whole new set of babies, she knew who to blame. I did give her a whole proud smile on his face, like, yep, that was me. Stranger thing, he was a great mouser, but he would line up his kills by size.
Dang.
He was a weird one, and if he really liked you, he would purposely hide in the shadows and scare you with his beady yellow eyes.
You're a weird one. Mr. Will.
He did it to my mother, and who got blamed for it? He didn't get blamed for freaking scaring the crap out of her. I got blamed for it. Like, I can't control him. It's not my fault he hid in the freaking laundry room. Up in the shadows in a box. all you saw was his yellow eyes just staring at you. I was like, what are you doing in my territory, Grandma?
I had a black cat
You're
like to do that too, named Siesta. Well,
She,
technically Shasta was a tuxedo, but you
yes, siesta.
didn't see the underbelly.
my black cat. Because of the way he breathed and purred, his name was Vader.
Okay, so Duck Kite did appear in a different Dragon Quest game, Dragon Quest V: Hand of the Heavenly Blade, which I lend you currently have in your possession, Jamie.
which I need to return because I have
Well,
not had a time with everything going on. It has been
it's fine.
absolutely.
It's also called Quack Up, apparently. That's
I like that one better.
instead of Duck Kite. Duck Kite just sounds funny.
Quack Up's a better pun.
I hope he like to last. The champion is my blood.
Okay, well, I did enough breeding where I have to now wait on the babies to get some levels. So, grind time.
I can't make any babies in Dark Prince. It won't let. I have nothing I can make.
You know
I have
that.
nothing new I can make.
You get neutered?
No, there's nothing new. There's nothing new I can make. I'm trying to make something new, and it's not letting me because every material I've been getting is not opening up anything new, and it's not fair. It's getting all these new monsters that he can make, but I get nothing. I get a new monster, yes, from an egg, but nothing new that I can make. It's not fair. I count.
Because I don't spend too much on like the breeding monsters. I just grab whatever monsters I can get and then work from there.
I want to finish. I want to build my monsterpedia. I want to complete it. I must. It's like the Pokedex. I must get them all.
Are you gonna try to complete your Monsterpedia, Jamie, when you get back to Dark Prince?
Probably. I'm a little OCD like that.
You guys are weird.
It's like, I'm sorry. It's when I see something that's like the Pokédex, I have to complete it. I can't. It's that itch that must
It's
be
a
scratched.
compulsion.
It's an
Well,
itch
yeah.
that must be scratched. Must be scratched.
But I've tried to. I guess like when I grew up with Pokemon, I never had the ability to complete it until past 6, like it was Gen 7 where my brother and I got I got my brother and I both Sun and Moon. And like every other generation, whether I had the other version or not, like Gold and Silver, we never had another Game Boy or another system to trade with each other. So it was always one of those, like, I never had the ability to even complete any decks.
I did when I could afford 2 copies of the game.
Mm-hmm. What was your favorite generation, Jamie? I don't think I ever asked you.
Ooh, that's a tough one. I know Emerald holds a special place for me in terms of playability.
I think, yeah, Will, you liked 3rd generation, right? Like Emerald? I think you said you liked it?
But in terms
The
of
Emerald
nostalgia,
was. Yeah,
it has to be yellow. That was the very first game I owned.
However, the one that I actually like most, it's a toss-up between gold, silver, and crystal.
2nd generation is definitely my favorite. It's Gold, Silver. I never really grew up with Crystal, but I do appreciate it now.
I had all 3 till I traded my friend for it.
You know what's fun? It's funny, Jamie. I actually I used to I
Oh,
like
yeah,
the
it's
concept of yellow, but I honestly don't like it as much now as an adult, mainly because it's such a hard game at the beginning when you fight Brock and you
Yes.
only have a Pikachu as your main Pokemon.
And that's why Let's Go
Yep.
Eevee added a few grass types at the beginning of the game that weren't there.
Yeah.
I traded my friend one of mine. I was either I think I traded him silver for this yellow.
I still need to get a chance to download the ROM of my bootleg gold onto the internet because I want to play that from start to finish now just to see how much of a translation weirdness it is. I'm gonna send it to Kyle and other people who
Like,
huh?
I gotta see which one did I download? About 2 years or something.
Wait, and Jamie, you've played a lot of the generations, right?
I think I played every single generation except White 2.
Oh, yeah, I got gold.
White too, really?
White and Black 2. I could not get a copy at that time.
I can lend you my black too whenever you're ready.
That is more than okay.
Like
It is too expensive.
Wait, you have
No,
you have black too as well?
dude, I'm trying to get all the Pokemon games main
Gotcha. Gotcha.
series at least, yeah. Like, my goal is to grab every single mainline Pokemon game because what's the feeling like? I want to, I just want to have a complete set, really.
Yes. It's
I-
the completionist.
Yeah,
I'm
and
looking for copies of White 2 that are not fruits.
unless the secondhand market goes actually down, which at the current moment it's not going to go down for a while. White 2 and Black,
But
like the 4th generation and 5th generation are not going to go down. 3rd generation is
So I'm-
absolutely garbage.
I'm keeping an eye out. So it's just like if I do find one where it's like, hey, I can actually afford this one, I'll grab it. But if I can't afford it, I'll just wait.
Yeah,
But right now, I'm just
Yeah, that was the
Right
problem with
now.
White 2 is I couldn't afford it
again,
when
like
it came out.
again, like if you want it, let me, or at least you want to play it, let me know. Cause
Um,
I have the means to transfer the Pokemon into my bank. I just need to grab them all and then put them onto there, and then I'll just be like, you can just have the copy to play whatever you want. And yeah, because like I own almost all the main line because I own all the games of Gen 1 and 2. Gen 3 is like I'm still working on, but all of them are just overly expensive. And also, the 3rd generation is such a garbage generation for bootleggers because that generation has like so many bootleg games. Unless you know what you're looking for, it's rough.
unless you knew you were the original owner type thing.
Yeah, like it's like a lot of people when they first see it won't immediately know, but it is one of those like it's like you have to know what you're looking for bootlegs, and not everyone will know that. And the other issue with third generation is just a garbage fest. I'm trying to get my hands on like a couple games, at least less than $100, because my god, those things are stupid. I own all of Generation 4 now, which is honestly a big accomplishment. I still need to get
Yes,
one
it is.
I need to get one Pokewalker because I don't have a full set of like Heart Gold.
Oh,
I found my Pokewalker and it's broken, like fried, cracked, broken. There's no
Nick.
fixing.
Yeah.
keep an eye out for a copy of Pokemon Channel. It
Yep.
is how you get Jirachi.
Actually, I don't remember if Pokemon Channel does it, but I think, yeah, Pokemon Channel is luckily one of those Pokemon games that is not highly sought out for. I don't think it does give Jirachi. I think what you're thinking of is the bonus disc for Coliseum.
Mm-mm. There's a special thing you can do.
I don't
If you completely beat Pokemon Channel, meet Jirachi in a special end scene, and then you use the Game Boy cable to transfer it to, oh jeez, what was that generation?
It has to be Generation 3.
A Generation 3 game?
Yep.
You would get Jirachi.
I do have at least Emerald, which is the most expensive Generation 3 game out there. So, luckily enough, I have it.
It's because of the Battle Frontier.
That Battle Frontier, it is the most up-to-date for Generation 3 games, Ruby and Sapphire. And it has like the most like amount of stuff. So, it's like, it's the most worth.
I missed the Battle Frontier from Emerald. I had one for two both of us had one tried to get through it. Get off.
But the main reason why I mentioned the Pokemon Channel Jirachi is it's one of the only ways to get a legitimate shiny Jirachi.
Oh, yeah. You know, there's actually one way I know for the shiny Mew. And there's actually a legitimately one way based on what I've looked at. I've told multiple people about this, but with a Mew... So, Mew is one of the only mythical Pokemon, I believe... I don't know if it had an official shiny event. I don't think so. I could be wrong. But Mew is one of the only mythicals that I believe didn't have a shiny. And there is one way to get a official Mew, a legitimately official Mew that has a chance to be shiny. Because, and this all starts with 3rd Generation Emerald. So, Emerald is the only game in the series that has, like, a lot of, like, event Pokemon there. I think it has every single possible event in Generation 3 specifically. Like Ho-Oh, Lugia, Deoxys, Latios, and then, like, Mew. However, for the Mew one, you need a old C map, right? In America, that never happened, okay? But in Japan, for a limited amount of time, there was a moment where the old CMAP was distributed, but only on Japanese cartridges. Now, normally, you would only get Mew through Japanese cartridges, but there's actually an official way, I know, to get a English version of the old CMAP onto a cartridge without hacking. And that way is record mixing. Now, record mixing, normally you're not supposed to you're not able to record mix with just any version of 3rd Generation. Normally you would be record mixing with the same region, like the English version of 3rd Generation games. However, when I was looking it up, Emerald surprisingly is region free with that record mixing. So, and with record mixing, you can record mix the same items and key items. So, if you manage to find a Japanese Emerald copy with a legitimate old C map, and luckily with 3rd Generation, if the battery's dead, that doesn't mean your save file's gone. It just means that your internal clock is dead. So, if you find a Japanese copy with an old C map on there, and they have like Wonder Card and official and auto and everything, you can record mix with that Japanese copy, get it into your American Emerald copy, and then you can go to the old C map in Emerald and find the Mew, which is annoying because Justin actually had to go through it with our Emerald run a bit ago. But it is technically a wild encounter. So that means there is a roll to get a shiny Mew on that. It's a very small chance and a very convoluted way, but that is the only possible way I know you can legitimately find a, like, wild Mew that can be shiny.
Yeah.
So that
You. Sorry.
no, that I'm just saying that's like how I've done everything. What do you want to say, Jamie?
Mew's my favorite mythical.
Mew is one of the special ones for sure. I legitimately wanted to. I'm still need to get like funny enough, I still need to legitimately get a green version, but I bought a full box copy of a Japanese red version for myself, mainly because that the Japanese red version, like the original red version, because all English copies of Generation 1, outside of yellow of course, were based off the blue version, which is the updated version of red. So the original red version and the green version had different sprites, outdated, and I wanted to buy original red just because of those old sprites.
Yeah, Golbat sprite creeped me out.
You mean original Golbat, or like the Generation 1 Golbat we had?
The tongue waggly one.
Yeah, that would be like our Generation 1. Have you? But you've seen the Wigglytuff one, right? With the one big eye, one smaller eye.
Oh, the one that looks like it's toast.
Yeah. Like I find it funny how some of those age. Like I legitimately was freaked out by the Mew in that original Generation 1 copy. Like I know Mew is based off an actual fetus, but also that Mew is just is really creepy looking.
Yes, the OG Mew was creepy.
Like
It wasn't supposed to be creepy, but it came out creepy.
I mean, to be honest, it was put into the game 3 weeks before it fully shipped out. And that was like such a big risk, and no one knew about it outside of the original creator programmer. Like nowadays, you couldn't be able to do that as a hidden thing, to be honest.
Oh, it's much harder to do now.
Especially
Data
with
miners.
Data miners. This is why I wish data miners had like a thing where if you data mine a game, I don't mind data mining a game, especially if it gets a little old or stuff like that. But I don't like data miners that once they get the hands on a game, they instantly data mine and put every single detail on the internet. Like, I like data miners when they appreciate spoilers. Like, they respect spoilers. Like, again, like, it's one of those things, like, you can data mine and figure out, like, histories of games through data mining. But at the very least, respect the people who don't want to get spoiled by data mining. Because, like, when Pokemon comes out, they instantly data mine it with every single spoiler possible on the internet.
Yep.
And I would like a set of, like, people with respectful with data mining that, at the very least, be like, oh, here's us not data, like, showcasing everything in a in what the, like, I guess, like, the whole game has to offer, kind of thing.
Right. When things like that start happening, I start avoiding.
Yeah, like that's where.
Spoilers.
Yeah, that's what I try to do too, but I also want to just, like, I wish people were a little bit more respected on the spoilers. That is just my opinion. And I do like data mining when it comes to, like, older games or, like, games that have been out for a little bit. Like, give it like a few years and then everyone be like, okay, we can appreciate data mining now, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't mind data mining as long as the game has had some time with people who had the game or had the chance to play the game enough to be like, all right, we can look at all the spoilers possible or unused stuff, because only through data mining people could figure out some unused cutscenes, discover some stuff, and do all that. Like, actually, one of the games that I really enjoyed as a kid, or at least enjoyed the series, was Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, the original. And it was just recently discovered. This like more than 10-year-old game. This like 13-year-old game. Recently discovered that there was an extra cutout cutscene at the very end of the game that would have set up for like another entry to the Modern Warfare series, or at least the next Call of Duty entry. And it was just finished up together because they discovered it was a cut thing, but they just put it together through all the bits and pieces they were able to find. And that's what makes me appreciate data mining, is because they can manage to put all this together through various different like methods. That's why it's like data miners I do appreciate, but I don't appreciate data miners that just grab whatever they want and then put it on the internet because they can. And then they spoil everyone without putting a spoiler tag on it or anything like that.
You appreciate the art, not the people who don't respect the art.
Yes.
When Pokemon Sword and Shield was being revealed and started to come out and everything, I was avoiding spoilers and everything like that.
You're mumbling there. We're having a hard time to hear you.
Sorry. When Sword and Shield, or Pokemon Sword and Shield was coming out, I was avoiding spoilers and everything like the plague.
Yeah, like that's also the same thing with like YouTube and like I guess like not just streamers, because streamers is like a different breed of like thumbnails and stuff. But when YouTubers like play sooner or grab their hands on an illegal copy or play for 24 hours and then put titles that spoil the game, being like, oh, final boss of like Sword and Shield being like Rose, or like here's the final Pokemon or something like that. I'm just like,
Whoa, I actually didn't know that.
oh, I'm sorry, Jay. I'm sorry.
Oh, dude, spoilers!
I'm sorry, Jamie. I'm legitimately sorry.
We were sitting here talking about spoilers, and you would just give a spoiler.
I thought Jamie knew. It's old. It's from like 2017.
Talk about irony. Talk about the irony.
I'm sorry, Jamie.
I'm
I'm
you are
sorry.
fired.
I'm sorry, Jamie. No, I'm sorry, Jamie. I did not realize you didn't know about the ending.
Not yet, no.
I literally
thought that you at least knew the ending.
No.
Spoiler start Pokemon and Sword and Shield.
Unspoiled until this point.
Oh my god.
I'm so sorry, Jamie.
That is more than okay. Sorry for laughing so hard.
No, I mean, it's just one of those, like, I legitimately thought that you had, that you, already knew the ending, or at least, like, heard some of the stories, because, like, a lot of the advertisements for Sword and Shield showcases, like, all the story beats, so I'm just, like, I'm surprised that you didn't hear about it.
No. I've actually been avoiding a lot of the, some of the, stuff to avoid spoilers.
Yeah, that's my bad. My bad. I'm sorry, Jamie.
That's one. Is it okay? I should have played it by now. It's been over, what, a year?
I don't know when you got Sword and Shield, but Sword and Shield has been out
When it
for...
first came out.
Scarlet and Violet came out 2 years ago. Yeah, in 2022. And it was
Still
2-3 years. So it's like 2018, 2019. I would say around 2019, that's when Sword and Shield came out.
I have beat that.
You beat Scarlet and Violet, but you did not beat Sword and Shield.
I beat Sword... Oh, wait! Oh, I thought you were talking about... I'm awake, guys. I thought you were talking about Scarlet and Violet with the
No,
professor.
no, 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 no.
I was okay. I have not. Okay, I have beaten Sword and Shield. I have not beaten. Okay, I'm awake. I'm awake, guys. I just mixed up the names of the professors. Okay.
So we're good. I haven't. So you have beaten Sword and Shield. So you have known about the main villain.
Just forgot his name was Rose. I thought that was the female professor in Scarlet.
No, 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 no.
I'm awake.
So I haven't spoiled anything, Will. I'm not fired.
Okay. My bad. Sorry, dude.
No, it's okay, Jamie. I was just a little worried is all.
No worries, you're good. I'm just starting to get tired. That's my problem.
No worries. I'm a bit more training on this because I'm trying to get a female armorpede. If I can get a female armorpede, I can create one more monster before we call it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the issue, is like I need a female version. I do have a world leaf, so that means I can have some revives in case of emergencies happen. So how far are you in Scarlet and Violet, Jamie? So at least like I can kind of tell what I should and shouldn't say.
Oh, I beat Norman.
Norman? Who the heck is Norman?
The normal gym leader. The businessman who is just tired of everyone.
Oh, Larry.
Larry.
I mean, Norman makes sense, but also that's already been taken by someone else.
No, but he looks so much like a Norman.
No, that's legitimately the design, yes, but also.
I'm awake.
No, you're good, Jamie. You're good. I was just saying.
Let's see, what are you doing? I've beaten most of the legendary creatures. I have not defeated the Dodonzo.
That Skull Dragon is really good. If I can grab that Skull Dragon, that's really good.
Work it, Greymon's gone on a rampage again.
Alright, yeah, Skull Greymon.
Sorry.
No worries.
I was muted for a bit because I was chatting with my brother.
No worries. I'm trying to get that Skull Dragon.
You mean Skull Greymon?
Yeah.
Should I just name it Skull? I can't. Skull Greymon is way too. No, it's not like I get confused. It's more of like I can't name it. I can't name it Skull Greymon.
GRMN.
GRMN. You know, I could do that. Yeah. All right. we are poaching this guy.
I started another file. I started over on another file on Scarlet and Violet.
I still need to do.
Not on my main.
I still need to do the DLC for Scarlet and Violet and technically Sword and Shield. I have not done any.
I've done everything for both.
I need to actually beat the game.
And yeah, of course, what my niece and nephew, what they helped me pick
Oh, I
on
used
my
the
second.
sirloin. I didn't get the skull gun. Ah, that sucks.
Let's see, I have 3 profiles that I can play
So close.
Sword and Shield on. I have my main profile,
Mhm.
which I will never erase Sword and Shield or Scarlet and Violet from.
Yeah.
I have a backup profile that I played on at my niece for my niece and not my niece, my sisters,
Mhm.
where my niece and nephew helped me with Sword and Shield. They helped me pick a team. Rock paper scissors on the 6th member. If my nephew won, it was going to be my niece's pick. If my niece won, it was going to be my nephew's pick. Well, my nephew won, so my niece picked, and she picked the freaking My Little Pony freaking Pokemon.
My Little Pony?
The
Ponyta.
Galarian Ponyta.
Yeah, I got a
Yeah,
shiny one in Pokemon Go.
Oh, you
it
got a
looks
shiny
like
one of that?
freaking my.
What is a shiny of a Galarian Ponyta?
It's green.
That.
At least I think it's green. It could be yellow.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
It-
Your color. No, yellow is not. It's not the Galarian Ponyta. I'm pretty sure it's green.
Okay.
It's
It's
freaking
in
My
the
Little
fuzzy
Pony
spot.
meets Pokemon.
It's in the fuzzy spot of yellow and green.
Well, that's because of your
Either way.
colorblind.
Just
I
a
still
bit.
like how they revealed the Ponyta and Rapidash for that.
I think that was a
We
creative.
did a
I
live
think
stream.
I think that is a very creative stream. Like, it's like a very simple, but it's a creative one because it's like you're animal watching.
Yeah, I feel like we were actually. I feel like we were all actually in the world of Pokemon, just watching. We were watching everything.
I appreciate marketing when it gets creative because like the typical marketing of like billboards or like here's a bunch of trailers, like I like my appreciation on marketing. My favorite of marketing is when they either get creative with it, very funny, like making fun of stuff or something like that, or they do actual developer like commentary of things and not like a commentary that's like a billboard of like typical answers. Like it's an actual like we have passion and there's actual like clearly statements that they are really saying that is like really good. It's like
Especially if they're excited.
yeah, like I think like when I was watching some of the old Halo developer commentaries and stuff like that, or like movie documentaries and stuff like that, I can tell like what's the passion because people just like trying to find the words or they're trying to be like, oh, here's this, and they're like, yeah, and it's like this is so cool. Like it's like you can it's like not the typical like book war like typical ones like be like, oh, if the game comes out and be like, oh, you can see all these typical moves, you can do this, it's so awesome, like kind of like a very by the books kind of saying. I don't know what's phrasing and stuff like that.
That live stream for Sword and Shield, that one, that's what sold me on getting Shield. I think for Scarlet, what sold me was the Legendary Dragons. Just seeing those.
I had to get Scarlet. I really like the prehistoric one. Don't get
Yeah,
me wrong.
I saw. I liked having my. Sorry, I like having my dragon have all 4 of his legs and not 2 jet propulsions.
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Future one looks good too, but my aesthetics more.
Now I want to play Scarlet and Violet instead of Dragon Age Origins.
Sorry.
I mean, that depends on if Will wants to play, has anything else to do with Scarlet and Violet, honestly.
I just got Scarlet and Violet. I have it on my backup profile that I was going to play on. And I just started, and I already beat the Rock Titan, the Claw. Giant crab.
Rip.
which makes me want to have seafood, but I can't.
I
Because
still
my
find.
people can't.
Whoa.
Oh, sorry. Luigi put a random sound effect, so I had to play something.
Okay.
If I get seafood, I
Luigi.
have to have it in my room in my fridge. Because if I have it if I have it in the fridge in the kitchen, it's like screaming fair game. My
Opposite
brother's getting
effect.
grandma.
Opposite effect.
I
Here,
mean, my
I'm the
brother
only one
won't
who
touch
eats
the seafood because he doesn't like seafood. If you just heard that, that's what my brother has said. He says seafood sucks ass. Careful what you say.
I'm like the only one here who likes seafood, so any seafood in the fridge is mine.
Careful.
Like, okay, what's your okay in terms of
Second.
seafood? Then, do you like tuna or do you like something like different, like the fish eggs and
Tuna,
stuff
shrimp, salmon.
Oh,
I do like fish eggs, but only on sushi.
I say fish eggs. Okay, I can't get the armor peed. I think it's really tough. I need to figure out that armor peed situation. I want to make like an evil armor because I can make an evil armor, but I need a female armor peed. Ugh, that sucks. Oh well. I call it quits there, so Jamie can get some rest. But before we go, I would say like with me, sushi. I think I'm beginning to like eel, and fish eggs
Eel
is
is
one of my
good.
favorite. Yeah. Eel is like really solid for me.
Eel is one of the underrated ones.
I prefer
Shrimp?
Shrimp is awesome. I love shrimp.
I think I've started to like dislike shrimp because of just like the texture and stuff like that is just not my favorite anymore.
The trick is getting well cooked shrimp. A lot of places overcook it, but it is so hard to find the balance between just right and undercooked.
It is true.
And then it becomes tough and chewy if you overcook
the
it.
one where Cartman gets big tits.
Well, I do love
Yes, you all
myself a
just
good
heard
shrimp
that.
cocktail.
I don't know. I never liked shrimp cocktail, honestly.
I do, but I like horseradish, so...
I've even had lobster and crab and
Now, lobster, I weirdly can't do.
Like, okay, lobster is one of those weird ones that I think I do a little bit like more, but also like I haven't had a whole lot of it. With crabs, I actually started to hate it more because a lot of times, like when I get served crabs, they put it in the shells, which is really annoying. And when you crack the shells, there's not as much crab meat as I would like. And also, if I have too much crab meat, if they give too much like legs and stuff like that, I start getting like sick of it pretty fast. And the flavor of it, a lot of times, people don't cook it with any flavor. And I'm just like, it's bland to me. So I've started to be like, no crab for me, just because of just like how mediocre of crabs I've been getting as the day's been going.
That's
For
when you need
me-
a particular type of butter sauce.
I will get. And I know some people don't like this. I will get imitation crab just because for me that one will actually have at least a flavor to it.
I like pollock, so I like imitation crab.
I can get
But
behind
there's
that.
sometimes I will get one that has too strong of a scent or too strong of a flavor, and then it's like, okay, that's just a little too much for me.
That I can agree at.
And then I either just pass that over to either my sister or my brother's dad and go, here, one of you guys have it. This way it doesn't at least go to waste.
I can see that, yeah.
I've had crawdads. Those are not bad.
I've had a couple crawdads not too long ago. I think the issue with specifically crawdads is that I went to a Japanese all-you-can-eat buffet, and the crawdads there were just way too over-seasoned, and and
Ooh, yeah.
the spice, like it's not like hot spice, it was like actual spice. It was so much that I was just like, this is not
Yeah,
that great.
that could get that could get overwhelming having that. Um, on his
Uh,
sensor button that he pushes.
have you had crawdads before, Jamie?
Hmm?
Crawdads?
Not actually, no.
I feel like Chris should have crawdad. Chris is from the south, right?
Georgia and Texas, yeah.
I don't know about Texas, but Georgia, I would think, has had crawdads before.
Yeah, but his mom doesn't like seafood.
Okay, so he hasn't had a lot, I guess, if he had an
Mm-mm.
opportunity. That's kind. Yeah, I don't know. Like crawdads, I haven't had the great ones, and I will admit, like, I'm still willing to try crawdads, but what's whistle? Shiny Harp can cast infinite amount of times. Jesus. Yeah, with crawdads, I will want to try crawdads, more crawdads, like real cooked crawdads. I just haven't met anybody willing to cook me a crawdad that's really good yet. Is what I say. Okay, so I did a lot of grinding. I don't know, Will, how are you feeling right now?
I'm doing pretty good.
Okay. We've been at this for like at least a couple hours, right? Yeah, it's been about 3 hours. I will say let's call it here then. As much as I would want to do one more grind with yeah, no, let's call it here. As much as I want to do one more grind session with the Ice Bird, I'll call it here just for Jamie's sake, specifically. Because, like, I'm getting there, and the Ice Bird is close. I just need to level it up a few times, and then it should know everything, so we can make Rainhawk. So Jamie can at least see the prism thingy. Alright.
Product that in front of the pot while fishing.
I will start heading to bed because I think I still have a few chores I need to. Come on, Discord.
Yep, sounds good. Let us know if you are able to do next week as well as D&D this coming Sunday for you and Chris.
We will try this. Mostly depends on energy. As work has been work's been rough.
Yeah, but at least you've been having it easy this time.
Oh man. Days off helps.
That's also true, yeah.
I will talk to y'all later.
Talk
Bye,
to you later.
everybody.
Good night.
Bye.
Hi, James. We're ending it off right here because it's getting late and I want to do some things before it gets too late. I will try to fix up my SWTOR thing by tomorrow, and we'll see if we play any SWTOR tomorrow, Will.
Gotcha.
Make sure you got James. Make sure you update and stuff.
Yep. I was waiting for my package. I checked SWTOR already. It's all. I'm all good on my end.
Yep. Let me just double check on some things.
Right now, I'm just eating chicken marinara right now.
Marinara.
Yep.
Yep, no worries.
There's broccoli in here.
I don't know. Skull keeps saying I'm fired now. But
Well, he did a spoiler on Jamie. He's fired.
no. Remember, she confirmed that she already knew that.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, remember?
Oh, okay,
Where were you the last 30 minutes? You're fired.
I was have food.
Excuses, more like it.
Food trumps whatever you were doing.
No. You know, with on sales right now, I see Worms is on sale. I kind of want to get Worms so we can do like some remote play for us playing Worms together. Because I haven't actually played Worms with actually people before. And I'm pretty sure you can play Worms, Will. There's not much flashes there.
Which worms? Worms or just Worms MD? Worms WMD.
I think Worms WMD is the best one. I know I have it on Switch.
Is one's 159, the other one's 449.
449 is I think Worms WMD is like the best one. I don't know. I could be wrong. I do not know Worms. James may know Worms more than I do.
It's like whichever one you get, I could ask my mom if it'd be okay if I get that one.
There's Worms Golf.
Oh hell no! I will not get any more golf games.
I don't know. We can probably discuss it later. I do want to try Worms with you guys because again, I've never really played Worms with people before, so it would be actually kind of cool to play Worms. But I think Worms WMD is probably the one I would go for because at least I've seen enough of it, and I don't know about the other ones. I would have to look at the other ones to see if it's worth getting those or WMD is the better one, kind of thing. But most of them are like few bucks or less. Well, either way, I think for the most part, tomorrow I think I will stream, but I know I've been taking some time off, which I knew it took us some time off last week for streaming. I should be able to stream tomorrow, but I'm not 100% certain. I'm kind of keeping my options open for now, mainly because there has been some things in my personal life that I just want to take some break off on. So we will see how we will see how things play out, is what I say. Other than that, yes, I think tomorrow I'll do some things getting ready, and so we will see how things play out. All right. Other than that, Will, do you have any last minute words you want to say?
Dragon Age, people, it's a good game.
Agreed. Also, yeah, yesterday I know that I ended off just briefly, and the cutoff point was just me crashing my stream. That's because like I moved my audio stuff and it basically wonked everything. My Go XLR just has that power. So we'll see how this plays out, but I will end off properly this time. But yeah. Hope everyone has a good rest of your day, rest of your night. Have a good have a good weekend. And I'll catch you on my stream with catch you on another stream with mine or someone else's. If I stream tomorrow, I'll see you hopefully there. If I don't, I hope you guys have a good time. I might stream on D&D with Jamie and Chris. Otherwise, maybe something else. Who knows? Other than that, yeah, take it easy and yeah. Play Dragon Age is what Will says too.
The Dragon Age games are good.
Yep. See you later.